What's up, man?
Nothing much. Okay, can you see my whole screen and my pen tool here?
I can, yeah.
Okay, we should be good then. All right.
Awesome, man. Always enjoy watching your content.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that a bunch. Um, so I guess before we go into this a little bit, can you go over what problems you think you had this game? You think that caused you to lose?
Yeah, um, I feel like, and I've played League since 2011, on and off.
Mhm.
So I feel like usually what my typical League games look like are very rarely lose in lane. I'm usually ahead in lane when I leave,
That's
which
good.
this is. I think this is like mid gold elo.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and one of the things I wanted you to look at this, if I remember right, I played this game a couple days ago. I
Mhm.
steamroll the lane pretty good, and then
Okay.
it's like the transition into the mid and late is what I really want to get your opinion on in terms of how I could keep scaling, how I could obviously take over the game a little bit better, et cetera, et
Okay.
cetera.
All right. So I'm gonna put laning phase on 4 times speed then, if we don't care as much about laning phase. If
Yep.
I see anything big, I'll point it out. But I want to mainly look at around I guess after 15 minutes or so. It's
Yeah, for sure.
but you see now the basic idea here. I mean, you're doing the right thing. You're giving Prio level 1, Pantheon B2 level 1. This is all good. Alright, you're just farming, chilling, you're level 3. Trade. Okay. Really small link for top lane, but generally, it's unless you know for sure, they're your mid laner awarded Raptors or something. Unless you know for sure, don't walk up past right around here roughly, uh, where this line is. You generally don't want to walk past here.
Okay.
If it's at 3 to 3:30, because you are just going to get ganked the second it happens. Now, if you
Right.
see your jungler fighting somebody or fighting the other jungler, then it's fine, right? But otherwise, just avoid doing that because you have to end up burning flash, right? You're still in a fine spot. He's really low and everything, but you could have had your flash. Is all. That's not a huge deal. Okay, little small tip for being annoying top lane here. So if you look at this, okay. All right, so right here, right, he's level 5. He has no mana left. He's got no health left. We know he's going back, right? We can
Yep.
be a really annoying top laner. He does not have teleport, right? So instead of letting this wave hit the turret like this, you can path up here to this bush and then just keep the minions right here. You're basically freezing the wave for one single wave. And if we do
Right.
this, right, your minions down here, I mean, they're just going to catch up, right? They're just going to catch up.
Yep.
And this entire wave is just going to die, and you'll be in a much better spot. And you could potentially do that again for a second wave too, because you don't really need to back yet, because you have your passive going, you're back to half HP and everything, and it's just basically denying him a little bit of extra XP. Because if I had to
Yeah, that
guess,
makes
he
sense.
probably he catches this wave top. Yeah. So you would have denied him 5 minions or so if he did that instead. It's not a
Yeah.
huge lead, but it's definitely something. Help get you back in the game. So
Yeah, it
if you're
makes sense.
playing top, if you just see someone back like that without teleport, just try to look for a play like that because Garen can get away with that because it was passive. So
Right. Makes sense.
all right, let's get back to 4 times. Let me get back for what this here. When you're right here farming under turret like this, If you have your W up, right here, go to trade with Pantheon, because no matter what he does, he's going to take a tower shot here to try to fight back. If he throws his shield up to block your Q, right? All that's gonna happen is he's gonna take tower aggro because he's taking damage, and he still takes like 2 tower shots, right? Instead of you just like farming the wave normally here. So you can do that extra damage and clear the wave at the same time. Because Garen Z just kills all those minions for free for you, right? So you don't need to just like whenever you have any top laner trying to walk up to get plating, always choose to fight them over getting the minions. Because Garen's really lucky with his E being able to kill everything like that.
Makes sense. Kind of doing both at the same time.
Okay, nothing too crazy here. Okay, good reset. Alright, the Pantheon stay. Okay, that was really good on you for shoving that wave. I don't know why you stayed that long. Good so far. Right, you're playing this lane very well, I was gonna say. Like, you should be proud of this. This is really good. I don't have many comments
weird.
for this,
I hadn't seen a Pantheon top in a long time, so it was.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like right there, it's just like we're overstaying a little bit with passive, but
Right.
The one thing I do like doing, if you're in a situation like this, you can kind of play with the top laner's head a little bit, and that you can just go in and out of this bush and keep like you have to make him think like, did he back? I'm not sure if he backed. Did he back? And then there's gonna be a point where he's gonna be like, okay, this guy's been in this bush forever. He had to have backed. And then you can get it. Then he'll just start shoving the wave, and then you can pop out and get your minions. Because the whole time while you're sitting in this bush here too, your passive's going to be healing you back up, versus you trying to walk up and, you know, bait Pantheon into fighting you to clear the wave. If you're really low on HP, just using the bush to your advantage in that way can just help you deal with like a freeze like this without dying.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just try to play around the bushes a little bit more. Okay, if I'm going to be honest here, if I were you, I think you can. I think right here, I think you agreed for plating. Because we know Pantheon doesn't have Ignite. His ult's not going to do anything to us. I think we just do auto Q there. That Demolish proc would have gotten extra gold there. Because, like, realistically, it's like, yeah, he might go for a combo on you, but you have your W up, and you have Phase Rush. He's not going to run you down, like, at all. Like, you're
what is, and I just kind of recently hopped back into the end of Season 16 here. What is, I pretty much take the runes that you recommended on Garen. So is it the second auto on the tower shot that does, like, obviously you get the first extra damage on the first auto. Is it the second auto that gives you...
Okay, so they're two different things. So there's a new system in this season called Crystal Overgrowth. It's these crystals here. These appear automatically. You don't need to rune for them. It's just the longer you go without hitting the turret, the more of these build up. And then eventually you just auto-attack the turret and just bonus damage.
That makes sense.
What you're talking about is these three things here. This is called Demolish. You just need to auto-attack 3 times, and you get the bonus damage.
Oh, I've never even noticed it. Okay.
Yeah. The reason why it's good is because they made the cooldown a lot shorter this season on that rune. It's like 30 seconds now instead of a minute. So Garen's really nice because you can just shove the wave with E, auto Q, shove the wave with E, auto Q, and then you just delete turrets. Like it's nothing.
Just kind of spam it. Yeah.
Garen's like, yeah, he's one of the best turret takers in the game. It's ridiculous. good. We're getting this turret while he's doing that. That's good. You should get for... Okay. Right here, just commit to the turret. Commit to the turret completely. Like, until... We know Mumu's dead. We know there's... We know there's 2 people bot lane. We just want to commit to the turret here. Because we know Pantheon's not going to be able to kill us. And we get bonus gold for killing the first turret. So it's very much in our best interest to take that turret. You get about a kill's worth of gold off getting first turret. So it's pretty important if you're able to get it. Because also think about it too, it's like you're down a level in Pantheon right now. You could have also denied him another wave here if you just stayed and kept shoving.
Right.
And you probably would have caught up in XP there. So... It's going to be a bit different next season with the new Phase Rush rune. But it's going to work relatively the same for the Pantheon matchup, actually, so not much is going to change. You want to kind of just force this turret damage as much as possible and then leave at the last second when you absolutely have to walk away. Because the really nice thing about Pantheon and the Garen is that after Pantheon stuns you, he kind of can just walk at you, and that's it. And Garen can just press Q and run. And he can't really do much. So you can be like a lot more investment into that. Right, good trade. Nice jump. Okay. Okay, right here. So this is another thing. Okay. Cannon minions are really important. They're like a third of a level of your XP, almost. Whenever we want to back to keep our tempo up, we want to make sure that there's no wave right here underneath the turret. Because more than likely, we're just going to lose this entire wave of XP. Because we're backing and then walking back from base, and then our minions kill it, and so forth.
Right.
You lose like nearly half a level of XP with the top lane XP bonus now. You lose like half a level just by backing here instead of just clearing this wave. It's fine to just keep shoving and clearing this wave until all of your minions and their minions are gone. Then you can go and back and go for that. But it's really important that like when we have these leads top, especially because right now you're a level above Pantheon, every single minion you can take from him and you can shove underneath his turret that he misses will make you snowball faster and faster. And every single wave makes his life so much harder because Pantheon falls off really hard. So, really important to try to make that happen when you go to reset after winning lane or winning top lane.
Yeah, so normally this is the part where I'm kind of not necessarily confused. It's more so, what's the right decision? What's the right play? Where to go?
Okay, so right now there's not too much to do on the map. Your bot lane shoved in their bot lane. Let's see what vision we have here, actually. Okay, so we don't know that Amumu's here, but like we know that their bot lane's stuck underneath here, Malzahar's stuck underneath turret, Pantheon's stuck up here. There's not really much we could do. From this exact moment, we can either reset and buy, but you just got back, so you don't need to. If I were you, I would drop a ward if you have one up. You had one up, yeah. So like I would drop a ward somewhere, probably in this bush here. I would collect the embers. These embers are on the map. Because there's something else to happen. And then I would ping for help on your Lee Sin and try to have your Lee Sin come take Herald here. Because there's not really much else you can do besides just sit there and farm. Because everybody's stuck underneath turret. So first things first, as a top laner, if you're in this exact situation where like every lane's one, they're all stuck underneath their turret, spam ping your jungler to come help with Herald. Because you are really fed here, and if a Mumu and Pantheon try to fight a 2v2, you just destroy them because of how fed you are.
Yep. It's kind of just figuring out where you have prio and spamming your team to get there.
And it's just like using your advantage to force team fights or to force split pushes. And in the situation, it's like, oh, well, this free Herald's up, so we can go for that. So this guy's probably dead here. Now, a little bit of wasted tempo here. I will say generally, I understand rotating for this. The second Fizz dies here, you need to turn around and go back top lane here. Because you don't have the damage quite yet to 2v1 there. And Lee Sin is still on his red buff, so by the time that Lee Sin gets over here, you're going to be like too low to really do anything.
Yep.
So it's better just to like be like, oh, you know, this fight isn't really happening, and then just go top lane. Or if anything, try to kill Malzahar there maybe instead of go for Mumu, because Malzahar's less.
I think it was more of a. By the time I got there, I realized it was the wrong play, and it was kind of like, all right, what's my play to get out of here?
Exactly, and it's just like you have to really look at like when you're rotating down for these fights. So I tell a lot of clients that I coach is like, you have to make sure that you're like not looking at your model. You have to be looking at Fizz like this entire time in this fight, and then you can make that decision. As soon as he dies, it's like, okay, that play's dead. It's not going to work. I'm going to go top, and then catch these. Because you also miss you miss a few minions here too because you're going through all this. So it's like, again, it's not the worst. It's really not the worst. Like you don't die or anything, and you miss very little for that. But it's just trying to be as optimal as possible. It's like better to not do that.
That was kind of the best case scenario was the outcome that happened.
Yeah. Because you also have the added problem here too now is that they're on this and you're half HP, and you can't help Lee because you're half HP. When if you were closer to full HP, you could potentially make something happen. Even though I don't know if you win this fight. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I played this game like 3 days ago, so I don't remember what happened. So I'm kind of learning it.
Yeah,
I think it's kind of the same thing. Yeah.
I mean that fight's rough. I mean, even if you're full HP there, you probably don't lose that. You're coin flipping a smite with Lee Sin.
Right.
That's like kind of worth it if Lee Sin steals it, but it's like not up to you. So I mean, you did everything you could there. So not much about that. Okay, you get that pick. Okay, you reset. Okay. So now we want to look at like what's happening on the map here. You have Drake up in about like 3 minutes or so. So general rule of thumb when we're playing League and we're a top laner, we want to go to the opposite side of an objective as it spawns. So if we know Drake's coming up in like 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes, we'll be like, okay, I'm gonna go top lane. If Rift Herald or Baron's coming up, we'll be like, okay, I want to go bot lane. So you made the right call here. You go top. So if he stays here... Yeah, right there, you need to be trying to go for a killing right here. This guy's trolling. This Pantheon's trolling his ass off right here. Right there. Right there. If you press Q and you just like jump on him a Stridebreaker, he's dead. He is so dead off that. And it's important to like kind of be looking for these kills when you're this far ahead, because you can snowball your lead further. You know, you can get level 14, 15, 16, and that's really how top lane carries this season. So you got to be like looking for him to walk up to you like that, because you just win that. Because he's alive, I'm assuming he either backs and then gets the turret and stops you from taking turret. That's what I guess happens here. Yeah, so right here, before you go down, just auto attack that turret 3 times, get that bonus damage off, then you can walk down to look for a play.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, after you do this, you could decide to do one of 2 things. They're both correct plays. This is personal playstyle. You could either commit to killing the turret completely and just hope Pantheon doesn't show up, or you could choose after the 3 hits just to walk down and go for mid lane. They're both fine. You just got to make sure you get that extra damage off, because you're leaving like 240 gold like on that turret for free, which is nearly a kill, just a wake worth of gold that you're just leaving.
Yeah, that makes.
Yeah. Got it. Let's see what happens here. Okay, steal the chickens. It's good. That was good that you stopped chasing him, by the way. That's good that you didn't overchase there. It's a good call. Okay, if I were you here, I would walk Pantheon back to his tower. There's some crystals on this tower. Whenever you see crystals on a tower, you need to go up and try to auto attack it. Garen
Yeah, I
can
know
take
what to
point
look
like
for
so
now.
fast.
Yeah,
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 because
that
like
makes
right
sense.
here, it's like you shove this and you make Pantheon have to fight you under tower. You just walk up, auto attack this, you get under plating. It's another 120 gold. You're getting more fed.
Yep.
And then you can run back. Then you can run back top, and this is fine, right? But it's just like here and there, you're giving yourself like an extra 100 gold here, 100 gold here. It just adds up a lot of your turn.
Yeah. No, I mean, it compounds while you're.
Probably just get this turn here soon. Yep, you keep going. Again, you can stay longer in here. Because just looking at information we have here, we know there's 2 people fighting bot here. We know that Amumu's dead. So at the very max, it's gonna be Malzahar and Pantheon coming for us. And we're Garen with Q. We are way faster than both of them. If Pantheon ults us, we just press W and walk away. Malzahar is extremely slow, he's not gonna catch us. We're okay to keep hitting this turret before people show. Because you could have gotten another 2 plating there before Malzahar showed up. Yeah, you actually, yeah, I think you... Okay, you don't lose a plating there, that's good. Yeah, and you do get a kill here, which is good, that's good. But it's just a very small thing of, like, we're able to get that plating and get that kill.
Right, right, yeah.
What Elo's being coached? This is like a gold-ish over Munder. Okay, walking to Drake is fine here. That's completely fine. If you guys start that play, Fizz is doing whatever he's doing. Okay. Right here? Okay, you know what? Good fight. That ended up working out. That ended up working out. We'll take that. Okay. You have 2 options
Assuming...
here. After the streak dies, you can go bot lane, you can shove this wave, and then take this entire turret. We know everybody's mid lane, so they're not going to stop you. So that's like free gold there. This is a bit of a riskier play what you went with, but it ended up being the right call. And you end up getting more gold out of it because you got multiple shutdowns. So it ended up being the right call. I like the aggression. The important thing I want to note, though, is, like, I like that you're immediately committing to going for this fight for Amumu instead of, like, walking back and forth trying to decide. It's really important when you're climbing in these games. When an objective's done, you need to be thinking in your head, I need to immediately do something else. And that's either A, I go split push, or B, I force the fight immediately. Or go Baron, right? It's one of those 3 things. Curious what happens though, because you guys are very ahead right now. You guys are 6,000 gold ahead.
Or either, man. It's a gold game. There's no telling.
I know it's a gold game, but it's like I want to see the throw. Okay, you're Stride Mortal here. That's fine. You're just farming them now, goddamn. Okay, let's put this. This is all fine. You're chill. Yep, that's good. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, though, this game should be over in the next 3 minutes. There's no reason that it shouldn't have been, but yeah.
Okay. Big thing to teleport here. You got to be really, really, really careful how you use your teleport on Garen when you have Ignite, because it's a 6-minute cooldown. So realistically, you're using this like twice or 3 times a game, if that. You need to be really, really careful. So this teleport is really bad, and I'll explain why. You generally want to use teleport to join a fight when you're on the other side of the map. Teleporting here is just going to get you a wave, and then Malzahar's like right here to stop you from hitting the turret. So you get like absolutely nothing off that teleport. But conversely, let's say instead of teleporting top here, you go bot lane, and then you shove this wave, right? And then you tell your team in chat, hey, everybody go Baron, please. And then you keep doing what you're doing there. Now, let's say you get tier 2, tier 3 turret, then your team starts fighting here. You got all this gold here, and you can teleport this fight and get multiple kills because you are absurdly fed. You're 4-1 and 4. You're 2.5 items. You can get all this extra gold and teleport to get 2 more kills. You have a 3rd item, right? But instead, because you teleported top, Malzahar kind of just stops you, and you can't really do anything off of it. Yeah, so you just, like, if you're going to be split pushing, you want to just always avoid teleporting to, like, the side of the map where an objective's up. So, like, unless you're trying to fight there, right? So
yeah, I don't think I've fully instilled it, like, how long the TP timer is.
It's pretty good. Gosh, she's right here.
Yep.
Little itemization thing, I will say, whenever there's a Malzahar on the enemy team, make sure you build QSS immediately after you finish your 2nd item here. Just so this exact thing doesn't happen. Oh, you didn't even get one. Oh, you got Jinx Trap. Oh.
Oh yeah, I got stuck. Just a bad fight altogether,
yeah,
but yeah.
Like, you were aware of that, so not really going to comment on that then. Alright, game's still very much winnable. Yeah, so right here again, this is where, like, okay, our teleport's back up, I think, here. So we want to be like, hey, I want to go bot lane now. Because Baron just spawned, we know Jinx is here. So I want to be going bot lane and try to look for this here. Because realistically, they aren't going to beat you guys in a 4v4. And nobody on that team can even come close to killing you. Unless you like Malzahar ults you on a turret. Because like this is like a super yeah. This play lost the game. This is a gold classic. This is not your fault, because your team should have done a better job at this. But this is a gold classic, and your job as a top laner is to stop your team from doing this play that I've seen 500 times.
Right.
You don't ever want to 50-50 a Baron, especially in like bronze to plat, like iron to plat. You're always gonna have it get stolen here. So
yeah.
When you're in the situation here, you want to either A, be bot lane and hitting this turret, so they have 2 people here like that are fighting that are just bot lane instead, or you don't want to be in the pit at all here. So when this gets to let's say half HP here, your job here, right around here, is you want to go with Fizz. You want to go with Fizz after this. Like, the second this guy shows, you leave, you just walk, like, all the way down. You're going to walk all the way down here. And then you're going up, and you are silencing, igniting, and doing a full combo on Amumu. And you want Amumu to be distracted, trying to kill you, and not trying to take the Drake. And also, if you stand in front of Amumu, he can't Q onto the Baron to steal it to begin with. So you're just, like, be a body block, right? So your job as the top laner, and this is usually the top laner's job, either a fed top or a fed mid, doesn't really matter, but your job is to stand here and stop the jungle from getting over.
Yeah. I think I remember I was actually trying to, like, zone him off. Not that it mattered, but I was trying to... one question, I don't know. If you silence him, like, at the right time, can he still smite if he's silenced?
You can smite through silence, yes, but he can't Q. And that's the important thing, because he can't get over the wall without flash to begin with. Right?
Yeah.
And he can't
just
flash
like when he was in the pit. If I tried to time it and Q him when he would have.
Oh yeah, he can still do that.
Obviously, that's hard to time, but
no, it's not your fault. No, this is just purely like this is essentially pure luck at this point, and it's just gonna make things a lot better. So next time your team wants to go Baron, either split push bot or stand here after the Baron's at like half HP into so long. That's like a really important thing. That one change will win you like 10% more of your games. Okay. Now this game is still winnable. We'll say it is still winnable. You guys are still up 6k gold. You guys start this. This is right. Lee Sin's dead, technically, so, like, technically, maybe we could seal that, but we know that they're all in their base, so that's just a good drink to take. Okay, so let's see. Hey, Shaw, what's up, dude? Yeah, we're kind of like we're over forcing
A little too deep here. Yep.
Yeah, so right here, the fundamental thing of League, we have vision of all 5 of them. We have 4. Our Caitlyn's not there, or our Fed ADC is not there. They have 5. We just lose this fight. They have a numbers advantage.
Yep.
The second our the second our Fizz goes in and does this, right, and he gets Malzahar ulted, this guy's dead. This guy's dead. The play's over. We just walk. Because, like, I understand trying to save him and stuff, right? I do. But then you have the problem after this where it's just like this exact thing happens where
compounding mistakes throughout the fight. Yeah.
Yeah. And your Lee Sin just hand delivered a Mumu over to you, and you're stuck underneath turret, and then you get ulted, and it's just good. So. Now, your Lee Sin low-key killed you there with that Mumu, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Even regardless, we just really felt that.
It was a good bait, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good pick. We missed the window here. It's fine to see the team here. It's all going good. Okay, take camps. Yeah, I mean, the goal deficit is definitely even out a little bit, but I mean, it's still very close, like very close to us winning here. Especially going for soul. Okay, so right here's my one. So personally here, what I would do after this is if Drake's coming up in like a minute here, this is where instead of trying to like ARM with my team as much, when you have a really big lead, you're allowed to just force team fights like this because you tend to just win, right? When things start to get closer like this, just so I feel like I can carry more by split pushing. So what I would like to do here is like about a minute before the soul is up, you should instead be top lane. You could be top lane, you could be getting all this XP here, be getting close to level 19, level 20, and then you could be going for this turret and this inhib. Malzahar can't kill you by himself. Pantheon can't kill you by himself, right? So they have to send 2 people to stop you. And if they send 2 people to stop you, that means it's a 4v3 at Soul, and your team's going to win because your Caitlyn's and Fizz are fed, right? So next time you're in this situation, and this game is like a lot closer like this, just go top lane here. And farm this stuff instead of like ARMing here. Because we have no vision, because like we're looking here and it's like, okay, Misfortune's going to be trying to hide somewhere in Oldus. Malzahar's going to try to hide somewhere in Oldus. And, like, MF can be in this bush. She can be behind this wall. She can be behind this wall. She can be behind this wall. It's like, we don't know. We have no vision anymore. So it's really risky going out and doing this. That's why, like, Lee, like, blind check the bush. And it's making it hard. The fight just gets pushed a little bit too hard. Alright, game's still winnable though. Let's see what else happens. They get another Baron here.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
What happens with this team fight? Oh, the nozzle is so sad. Let's see here. Yeah, you played this team fight pretty much as well as you possibly could have with the information you had. Your teammates misplayed that one.
It's hilarious to go back and watch these games. You don't really realize how much of a shit show they are in the moment.
Oh, yeah,
And then
no,
you go back and look.
It is crazy the amount of interesting things you see just people do. It's like, what is your Fizz doing for 90% of this game? Like, what is going through your Fizz's head?
Been destroyed.
Okay,
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
okay. This is all great. Okay. You could have ended right here. You have to be looking up as soon as you get this inhib. You need to be spam help pinging on Misfortune here, right?
Yep.
Like spam pinging nonstop because she has to die. She is the only person who's alive here. The only way she could stop you guys from ending the game right now is if she ults the wave. So what she's gonna do is she's gonna sit here and wait for you guys to shove this wave here and then ult. And it is because you have a silence and you could stop her from ulting. You need to be killing this and then immediately ping, 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 and you just go. You just go in and you tower dive her, you go under both turrets, and you just try to kill her. Right here. You just press Q and you run straight at her. You took like too long to do it, and she was able to get the wave off. And because of that, you guys couldn't end here, and she ends up winning. And you're getting her ass off. I don't know what she's doing. But you guys could have ended there if you went in a second.
Yeah, yeah. I completely forgot about that. Yep.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
It sucks too, because like, you're playing this game super well too. It's just like there's just times where like your teammates will just make 500 mistakes in fights, but you have to play like a superhuman to carry, and it's a very frustrating feeling.
That's definitely been the biggest struggle I have with the league. Is I enjoy top. Top's my favorite role to play.
Yeah,
I think it's subjectively maybe it's not, but I think it's the hardest role to climb.
It is. I think it is too. I agree.
It's just kind of you kind of get left on an island a little bit, hoping your team is competent. But
I mean, I don't think your Lee Sin went top once that laning phase. I think Mumu went top once or twice, but you got nothing from late. Alright, so yeah. Unfortunately, the frustrating thing is because like we don't end there. It's like, yeah, the game's even, but it's like both bases are cracked open completely. So it's like it's basically luck on who wins the next team fight now.
right. Yep.
So let me see the ending fights to see if what would have happened. Your Lee Sin does not have QSS. It's actually trolling.
Perfect.
This is all good.
Yeah. Cheater.
That's so good. You stop them from getting there this time. Okay, I will say one thing. You probably should have built build-wise. I would have gone Randuin's here instead of Deadman's Plate. Jinx and Misfortune both went full crit, so you're just straight up reducing 30% of their damage. And fun fact, Pantheon has Sundered Sky. His autos are also crits if they're a Sundered Sky auto, so it also works on Pantheon. So you're reducing 3 of the 5 people's team's damage by 30% almost if you build that item versus that Immense Weight. And you're already really fast because you built Fanmancer here. So it's like, yeah, the extra movement speed's nice, but you don't really need it. This is gonna be... This is like pretty much impossible to win after they get that Baron.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say Elysium was smart to proxy that. That's fine. Yeah, so I mean, I think the big takeaway is a few things here. So when you're looking to figure out what you want to do after laning phase, the very first step is like, see if I can take Herald with my jungler. If you can't, just chill and farm. And then wait for Dragon to come up, and then if you're fed, you can go fight Dragon, or you can just go split push top lane and take the rest of the top turrets. That's completely up to you what you want to do for that. Second, when Baron spawns, you need to either split push bot lane about a minute before Baron spawns and just stay there, and then teleport if your team needs you. Or, if you go right to Baron, that's fine. When the Baron's at like half HP, it is your job to walk off and stand right in just right from about this line here is where you want to kind of just walk back and forth on.
Gotcha. Just kind of zoning them off, yeah.
Yeah, it's your support's job, like, ideally, to keep vision here and the Tribrush. So, like, if the jungle comes through Tribrush to steal, that's not really your fault. But it is your job to kind of, like, stop this from happening as much as possible. Now, if you try to stop a Mumu here and he, you know, goes through you and then Qs over the wall and then steals it, I mean, you did all you could at that point, right?
So be it, yeah.
But it's... We want to make sure we did everything we could. And if we do everything we could and we lost, that's league sometimes, right? But there's going to be times where, like, we could have stopped that.
You just play the odds on it. Yeah, I mean...
And then, the little more niche thing, but whenever your team is about ready to end the game like that, it's okay if you're going to tank both turret shots and you're going to die to get a kill. If there's 4 dead and there's only 1 person up that can shove the like, clear the wave, just die to get the kill. It's fine.
Yep.
You could tank both those turrets for a good 5 to 8 seconds-ish with your W. So it's fine just to go for that kill there, because you could have ended
that makes sense
for sure.
Hindsight, that game should, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Don't be too hard on yourself too, because like you made the least mistakes. I was watching what everybody was doing. You made the least mistakes by far, so don't be too hard on yourself about that.
Yeah,
it's just those little things that things get a little bit different next time. You might be able to carry more.
I got you, dude. I appreciate it.
No problem. No problem. Do you have any other questions about that game specifically?
No, I don't think so. More so just trying to figure out all the changes, man. League is, me and my buddies talk about it all the time. We started playing in high school, but it's amazing how the game is still relevant. And all the changes, they confuse me sometimes and they piss me off. But it's like, dude, this is what keeps you around. That's why it's still an awesome game.
Dude, they're doing another huge set next Wednesday. It's like I got to get used to everything again. It's gonna be a mess.
They're awesome, man.
Rid of
I appreciate the tips on it.
No problem. No problem. All right, good luck on your climb, dude. You got this.
All right, brother. Have a good one. See you.
You too. All right. You guys like that VOD review? I wanted to go pretty in depth with that one because I think that game was very close and that game was very winnable.